All right, I am home now. My brother just dropped me off. It is close to 80 degrees outside. So I left the front door open and I got this window open. And I am back from surgery now. It is almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we stopped and got some McDonald's on the way home. And it was extremely delicious. Well, I look the same, but I don't feel the same. So they sent me home wearing this protective cup on my eye, but I can't really use it with my glasses. So I'm supposed to wear this tonight while I sleep and all that, and hopefully it'll be all right. So I'm having some discomfort in the right eye, and I'll talk a little bit more about this later, about exactly what I went through, because it was pretty wild. But right now I need to get all my get my paperwork out, and I need to be taking some drops, so I need to get on that right now. But I'll be back in a little bit and talk more about how the surgery went. Okay, I just started my regiment of eye drops. It's the same eye drops. When I was in there having the surgery, they gave me repeated eye drops, and I hated it. Hate every minute. And they gave me a nice new pouch to bring stuff home in, and a pair of sunglasses, because I guess it's pretty important to wear these sunglasses in very, very bright sunlight for the next week or more. And this is the eye patch that I was wearing, and they give you some tape to go along with that. So I will need to wear this at bedtime tonight so as not to scratch at my eye, and I'll need to wear that for a while, but especially at night so I don't scratch at my eye. So the surgery went pretty smooth. It was a good 20 minutes wait in the waiting room before they called me. And then when I went in there, they took me into another room where I got new paperwork, and I had to fill out some other stuff or sign some other paperwork, and then get into a dressing gown. And what else? Just kind of go over what's going to happen. And then that was all right there. And then after I was done in there, we went into the prep room, which I'm sure it's called the pre-op. Yeah, it is a pre-op. I don't know what I was thinking. I've been a cook too long, prep room, prep food. But the pre-op, where things start happening really fast. You know, they get you on a gurney, and you're already in your gown, and they got plastic bags on your feet and your head, and I had to wear a mask and everything, and just things started happening really quick. I got an IV in the back of my hand. They had me hooked up to monitors and stuff, and it took a while. The IV in the back of my hand was not going to knock me out completely, but it knocked me pretty senseless, and it's kind of funny. So I was awake during the whole process, but I don't remember it. But it was almost like I wasn't there. So after being in the pre-op, then they get you up and you got to walk in there. And you go in there, and there's at least 8 people in there running around in full medical garb, you know, face masks, a whole 10 yards, probably $1 million worth of equipment in there. Get you on the bed, and you're laying pretty flat, so all you're seeing is the ceiling. And then it starts, you know, you got one person taking this hand over here and hooking me up. The other person's doing this to this hand and hooking me up, you know, and then they're putting stuff on my face, you know, covering up my eyes, giving me more drops. And then I can feel, they start the IV then. And the IV was meant to make you relaxed and, you know, to fight off the anxiety and all that stuff. And I was having it. I admit it. I was definitely having that kind of stuff going on. But things really were happening fast in there. You know, I can feel my eye being forced open and just stuff there. I had tubes up my nose, and it was pretty wild, but I just started feeling like I just didn't care anymore, and it was crazy. But then you start seeing this tremendous light show, and it only lasted for a few minutes. Maybe it was longer, but I was just so zoned out. I was literally zoned out, and before I knew it, it was over with. And I'm like, huh, we're done? So anyway, so then I went home. They immediately got this thing on me, and it's completely see-through. I'm surprised. I thought when Mom had this surgery back in, well, it would have been probably 16 or 17 when she had cataract surgery. They had her eye completely sealed shut, and it was taped up. It was nothing like that. So maybe she didn't have laser surgery. I don't know. But this went really quick. There was I could see things, but I can't explain what they were. They knew it. They had me up. They had me all disconnected, and then they put me in a kind of a wheelchair with a table on top, and then I had to go out there and sit for a while in the prep room, the pre-op, and get some more instructions and things. So right now I cover up my good eye, and my bad eye is really clear, and they said it could take a couple of days, but it's really, really clear. But when I wear my glasses, it's not very clear. And I can actually read things where I couldn't even read things with my glasses before. So, yeah, I'm definitely noticing the difference right off. So that's very exciting. So I've got to do these drops. I got to do the third drop now, because you got to wait a few minutes in between. And so let me get that one in, and then we'll come back. Okay, I just took the Presidone or Presidolone, whatever it is. It's this one right here. Perhaps you can see that and read it for yourself. I don't know. But this one is kind of a milky substance, so it's supposed to kind of blur your eyes, but it looks pretty good to me, but it burned when it went in. So anyway, I'm supposed to take this 4 times before bedtime with a couple hours in between. So I don't know if we'll get all 4 of them. And we'll have to see. So I am having a little bit of pain. And when they asked me after they had me back in the pre-op, and I told them I was feeling a little bit of what seemed like almost like I got a little piece of sand in my eye. You know how you do that, and that's exactly what it feels like. So they gave me a drop of a number, not a number, but it would put your eyeball numb and make your eyeball numb and kill the pain, and it worked immediately right off. And now that I'm back home, I know that I'm kind of feeling that a little bit again, and that's perfectly normal. I just have to make sure that's not going to get worse. If it does, then I need to take action. So my appointment is for, I believe, 7:15 tomorrow morning. If I feel good enough to drive, I will. Otherwise, I will have to take a taxi cab, but I think I'm going to feel good enough to drive. And so there's a bunch of do's and don'ts. I can't get in a hot tub or a swimming pool for a long time. Can't get in any kind of real dusty situations. I'm not supposed to drink today, but it's okay to drink tomorrow. And that's kind of funny. I have no plans to. But so for the pain, I can take ibuprofen and or Tylenol. And I said I have some oxycodone I could take if I need it. And she said, yeah, if it gets that bad, you might want to call and check in. So we'll see. I just got to get through tonight, and then everything should be good. So we'll come back tomorrow morning, and before we head off the doctor, and have an update. So everything is looking pretty good so far. I was just really amazed. I wasn't knocked out completely, but I don't think I could have got up off that table and started walking away. I was out of it, but I remember things, so it was kind of funny. So anyway, in 3 weeks from now, we'll be having another one of these operations. So I will check in tomorrow on the 19th of April. Good morning. It is Friday morning. It's the 19th of April. Tomorrow is my birthday on April 20th. And a lot of things happen on April 20th. First of all, it was Adolf Hitler's birthday. He was born in, I believe, 1889 on April 20th. And therefore, it's still somewhat celebrated by Nazi-type believing people. And April 20th was chosen by the Columbine shooters in Littleton, Colorado, because it was Adolf Hitler's birthday. They chose to pull off that school shooting, which was the biggest of the time in 1999. But be that as it may, I've been up a little while. I got to have a whole cup of coffee today, which I didn't have yesterday. I was climbing the walls without my coffee, water, and food, but it was a terrible morning at this time yesterday, but I got through it. So I slept really good last night. I put on my cover thing and slept with it on all night long. It's really difficult to wear that thing and then wear your glasses because the lens is going to be right up against it and probably scratch it. So I have a different pair of glasses that I wear in the bedroom when I'm watching TV, and I watch TV most every time I go to sleep. And it was for a little while, but I went to sleep pretty quick last night and got to only watch part of my Perry Mason episode. And I honestly can't remember the name of it, but we'll rewind it and watch some more tonight at bedtime. But I slept good. I didn't have any more pain with my eye. And then when I woke up this morning, I noticed I was having some pain and discomfort. It was more like what I was complaining of yesterday, like you have a little pebble or grain of sand or something in your eye, and you're just constantly doing that. So it's a little annoying, but it's gotten a lot better since I got up. I was supposed to keep my eye closed as much as possible for the first couple hours yesterday after the surgery. I also have a really big dark pair of sunglasses that they gave me because I'm not supposed to be out in the bright sunlight. And I'll show you those to you later because I don't know exactly what I did with them. But I have them. And yeah, I feel really good. I feel real positive this morning. Using my new eyeball, I can actually see everything right here, and I can read everything that I'm looking at. And my vision is pretty clear. So I think overnight it became better when I put my glasses on and closed my left eye. Things are not so clear. So these glasses are probably not going to be proper with my new eyeball situation, but they are if I close my new eye, for lack of a better word. I can see, I can read everything with my old eye, even though it's got a cataract in it. And I started noticing yesterday, I was trying to see a difference, you know, not wear my glasses and like look out the window. And I can definitely tell this is clearer now, quite a bit clearer. And this is cloudy, but not anywhere near as cloudy as the old eyeball was. So, yeah, I'm pretty darn happy. So I have to go in for my post-op this morning. I believe it's at 7:15 or 7:30. Not sure. I mean, I got the paperwork right over there. I just can't read it from this far away. And we'll get our post-op, and hopefully everything will turn out good. I will continue to be using the drops as far as I know. And, yeah, hopefully everything's going to work out. And then we'll be preparing for our next appointment on May 9th. And we'll get the other eye done. So that's my update for now. I'll come back a little bit later on and update what happens at the post-op. All right, time for my final update. I just got home a couple of minutes ago from my post-op appointment. It went really, really well. It was super fast. I recognized a lot of people that were there in the waiting room. People that were there yesterday when I was getting surgery. And everyone that I saw was wearing the cup, the plastic cup taped here, that I had taped on my eye. And it's a protection cup. But they all wore it back. I did not. And one lady said, "Oh, you didn't wear it." And I said, "No, I didn't. I hope I don't get yelled at," which I didn't. It's really you're supposed to wear it the first day of the surgery and sleep with it. And you're supposed to sleep with it for a week or 2 weeks or whatever. And it's to prevent your eye from getting scratched, from you scratching your eye. So I wore it last night. And I'll wear it again tonight. So everything went good. I had to have a little vision test that I had before, and then I had to do the pressure test, which you put your head in a machine and they bring a thing up and it touches your eyeball, and I do not like that one. And I got several eye drops, and I have to continue the 3 eye drops that I've been doing all this time. I have to continue them 4 times a day for the next week. So I go in on next Friday, the 26th, for another post-op appointment, and I'm sure it'll be the same thing. So, and maybe everything will be fine. And it was fine this time. My doctor, the eye doctor, the surgeon, said everything is looking really good. So apparently things will get even better and better over time. So I'm glad.